Hello and welcome to our lesson on project evaluation and closure. This segment will cover project evaluation framework. Effective planning and management are crucial to the conduct of a successful evaluation. Several principles are helpful in increasing effectiveness. Adequate preparations should be made prior to conducting the evaluation. Terms of reference, TOR, should be designed with the involvement of key stakeholders. A system to monitor the evaluation exercise substantively should be established. Before the terms of reference is drafted, a few key questions are asked and answered. Who initiated the evaluation? Why is the evaluation being undertaken? What products are expected from the evaluation exercise? Who are the stakeholders? Adequate time is invested in formulating and refining the terms of reference. Key stakeholders must be involved in the process as much as possible so that their views and interests can be reflected. To ensure the effective conduct of an appropriate evaluation, the terms of reference should contain the following elements. Introduction. The introduction consists of a brief description of the program or project and its objectives within the context of the development needs and priorities of the project, and identification of the key stakeholders. Objectives of the evaluation. In this section, the answers to the following questions are clearly stated. Why is the evaluation being undertaken? What will the evaluation try to accomplish? Who are the main stakeholders of the evaluation? What will be the scope of the evaluation? The evaluation sample. The evaluation sample is described in terms of the type of project that will be evaluated, geographic coverage, project and time frame of the project, products expected from the evaluation. This section contains a description of the products that the evaluation manager wants to obtain from the evaluation, for example, a particular strategy, recommendations on the best practices in a certain area, or on the appropriate niche for sponsors' interventions in a specific program country. Methodology of evaluation. The methodology that is used by the evaluation team is presented in detail. It may include information on documentation review, desk study, interviews, field visits, questionnaires, participatory techniques, and other. There are three types of approaches that we can employ during project evaluation process: the experimental approach, the goal-oriented approach, and design-focused approach. The experimental approach is an orientation toward evaluation that applies the principles of experimental science to the domain of project evaluation. It derives generalized conclusions about the impact of a project by controlling irrelevant factors and isolating project influences. The goal-oriented approach uses project-specific goals and objectives for determining the extent of success. Design-focused approach emphasizes the systematic provision of information for project management and operation. Information is most valuable if it helps program manager make better decisions. Monitoring and evaluation are closely related. Both are necessary management tools to inform decision-making and demonstrate accountability. Both use the same steps. However, they produce different kinds of information. Systematically generated monitoring data is essential for successful evaluations. Evaluation also supports monitoring. It can serve as a source of lessons that can be applied in the development of conceptual or methodological innovations for use in refining the monitoring function. Monitoring can provide quantitative and qualitative data using selected indicators, data that can serve as inputs to evaluation exercises. Like evaluation, audit assesses the effectiveness, efficiency, and economy of improvements, project and financial management, and recommends changes. However, the objective and focus of audit differ from that of evaluation. Unlike evaluation, audit does not establish the relevance or determine the likely impact or sustainability of program results. Audit verifies compliance with established rules, regulations, procedures, or mandates of the organization, and assesses the adequacy of internal controls. It also assesses the accuracy and fairness of financial transactions and reports. Audit and evaluation are both instruments through which management can obtain a critical assessment of the operations of the organization. Monitoring and evaluation results are used in different stages of the project lifecycle. During situation analysis and identification of overall project focus, lessons learned from past project implementation are studied and taken into account in the project strategies. During project design, data on indicators produced during the previous project cycle serve as baseline data for the new program cycle. During project implementation, monitoring and evaluation ensure continuous tracking of project progress and adjustment of project strategies to achieve better results. At project completion, in-depth evaluation of project effectiveness, impact, and sustainability ensures that lessons on good strategies and practices are available for designing the next program cycle. This is the end of this segment of our lesson. In the next segment, we continue discussing Project Evaluation Framework. This course is presented to you by South Europe College. Thank you for listening, and see you on our next segment.